Hey guys, Zack here, and welcome back to another action figure review, and today we'll be taking a look at the Jurassic Park Hammond collection, Denis Nedry. I mentioned this last week, but I'll mention it again. This figure, the Hammond collection John Hammond, the upcoming Baby T-Rex and Baby Stegosaurus from the Lost World, and I think a couple others, they were technically released in May, because I know people were sort of getting them around that time, but they're just now officially starting to come out, which I don't really get how that works. I know they were delayed or something, but I don't know. Either way, we have them now, so I can't really complain. So, yeah. Also, this isn't really important. This is just something that I don't know, just want to point out. Um, I'm actually recording this video the day after I saw Jurassic Park in 3D in theaters, and it was great. I'm not really when I watch movies, I typically try to watch them in 2D, but, well, for one, Jurassic Park in theaters, that's not really something I can say no to. And second of all, my introduction to Jurassic Park was from the 20th anniversary 3D release of the movie, so yeah, that also has a little bit of sentimental value to me, but I digress. Anyway, I've been going on for far too long. Let's just get into this review. Like usual, to start this review, we'll take a look at the paint. And the painting on this figure, I think, looks pretty solid, so let's take a closer look at that. So starting off at the head here, the paint on the face here, I think, is painted nicely, Nothing looks too sloppy or anything like that. Everything is painted how it should be. The side of his glasses here have a bit of black here, which is a neat touch. I like that. I mean, very minor, I know, but you actually can take off the glasses, which, again, it's a nice touch. So that's probably why the glasses look a little thick like this, but they are very small, so they can be a little tough to put back on. But once you get them on, they're on. But yeah, the painting on the face looks great. His hair, of course, is painted black. His shirt here is painted this nice bluish color, and he has his Jurassic Park security tag here, which I think is printed on very nicely. And same with this little Jurassic Park logo here. Again, just some really nice printing here. But, his jacket is obviously this yellow color, which looks good. Obviously, his hands and his face here, it's painted this tannish, fleshy color, which I think fits nicely. His pants here are painted brown, and his shoes are painted black. So, yeah, that's pretty much it for the painting on this figure. Overall, I think it's pretty solid. There's nothing that's too sloppy or anything like that. The painting on the face, nothing's nothing looks wrong here. So overall, the painting here, it's good. I'd say it gets a pass. Now, we'll take a look at the articulation, and the articulation is, we've seen this before last week with the Hammond collection, John Hammond, so I won't go into too much detail, but basically, the head is on a ball joint, so you can move it in various different ways. The arms can move 360, like so, as well as move outwards, just like that. Same with the elbows here, they can rotate and bend. And same with the wrists here, they can rotate and bend, like so. The waist here is on a ball joint. The legs can kick forward that far and backwards about that far. And they can do the splits, like so. Again, this is new to the Hammond collection, but we have a thigh swivel here at the thighs, which I think is a nice touch. We have a double bend in each knee. And the feet can move downwards and upwards like so. So, yeah. That's pretty much it for the articulation on this figure. Very solid. I do like the articulation here, so yeah, the articulation here, I'd say gets a pass. This figure comes with a few accessories, one of which, of course, has to be this Barbasol can. And in case you're impressed by that painting there, don't be, because this is actually a sticker, as you can see. It still looks nice, don't get me wrong, but yeah, it is just a little sticker there. We have a stick here, it's a stick. What else do you want me to say? And we do have some alternate hands so he can hold these accessories. Well, one of them can hold the Barbasol can. We also do have this, this alternate hand here, but it can't really hold the stick. I think, like, the hands that already come on the figure hold the stick pretty nicely, so I don't know what the point of this hand is. Whew, she wasn't lying. That ass can fart. In all seriousness, though, we do have an alternate head, and, obviously this is, referencing the scene where he gets spit in the face by the Dilophosaurus, and I'm not a big fan of this. I mean, it's a cool idea, but I don't like the execution. Like, first of all, like, this figure is supposed to have, like, painted on eyebrows, and, like, on the back of the box, like, the eyebrows are painted, but here they're not painted, so he just looks like this weird, like, baby man, which just is weird. And also, this is likely just on mine, but the ear has a bit of a paint blemish there, but, yeah, the actual Venom itself, like, in the movie, it was, like, a jet black, but here, they made it, like, a brownish, like, greenish color, and I talked about this with the Amber Collection Denis Nedry all the way back in, like, 2020. Wow, that was 3 years ago. Anyway, I talked about it there. Like, this doesn't look like the Venom from the Dilophosaurus. It looks like shit. Like, literal shit. It doesn't look like Venom at all. It just, I don't understand why they just couldn't use, like, like a glossy, like, jet black. That would have looked really nice, but instead they opted for this, this greenish blackish, or this greenish brownish color, which, again, just looks like shit, which I'm not a big fan of, but I digress. There was an attempt made, but unfortunately, they didn't stick the landing. But either way, that's pretty much it for the accessories here. Now, we'll take a quick look at the sculpt, and the sculpting on this figure I think is very solid. I mentioned this last week, but I'll mention it here again. Whenever Mattel makes, like, a dinosaur figure in the Jurassic line, it's usually, like, the feet are too big, or the tail is too short, or sometimes it's just, like, some other, like, weird thing that they did to the figure, but their humans are usually pretty solid, all of, like, the proportions are pretty on point, like, nothing looks too out of place, and overall, like, this figure does look nice. And really quick, just taking a look at the head sculpt here, I think, the sculpting here on the head looks really good. I think it captures the likeness of Wayne Knight very nicely. So, yeah. That is pretty much it for the sculpting. Nothing much to say, but it does look really good. So the sculpting here, I'd say, gets a pass. Now, we'll take a look at the detailing, and the detailing here, I think, is very solid. So let's take a closer look. So the detailing on the head here, I think, looks good. I think the ears have a nice bit of detailing here, and even the hair here. I think, the detailing here looks alright. And going down to his torso here, I think, like, all of the detailing in his jacket here, and, like, all of the detailing in his shirt, I think looks really nice. All the little, like, folds and wrinkles and, like, all the pockets here, I think are detailed beautifully. And even we have, some nice bit of detailing here in the hands, like the knuckles there are detailed semi-decently. The pants have a lot of really nice detailing. Again, a lot of, really nice looking, like, folds and wrinkles here, which I think, just looks nice. Everything here looks good, detail-wise. And lastly, the shoes here have a lot of really nice detailing as well, like the laces there, and, like, the underside here, just some really nice detailing. So, yeah. That's pretty much it for the detailing here, and the detailing, very solid. So the detailing here definitely gets a pass. Now, we'll do some size comparisons. Here we have last week's review, the Hammond Collection John Hammond. Here we have the Hammond Collection Dilophosaurus. Again, I think the Dilophosaurus here is a little too big, but again, it was very small in the movie, so I can imagine making, like, an articulated figure like this in that scale would be kind of a hard thing to do. Here we have the Legacy Collection, Denis Nedry. And of course, here we have some hand sanitizer. And here we have Dr. Billy Grant. So at the end of the day, should you get this figure? I'd say yes. Just like with John Hammond, I think this is a very nice figure. I think The quality here, I think, is good. The painting, articulation, the sculpting, the detailing, everything here, I think, is very solid. You know, Mattel usually does a good job with their human Jurassic Park figures. Um, the alternate head, I think, could have been done a little bit better, but still, overall, I do think that this is a very nice figure, and I definitely recommend that you pick this guy up, especially because he scales well with all your other Hammond collection figures. Well, obviously because he's in the Hammond collection, but I digress. Anyway, as far as price tags go, this guy is about $15, which is honestly not bad at all. Like you get a decent amount of accessories, and overall, this is just a nice quality figure, and I think that's a pretty fair price tag. So, yeah. Anyway, that is it for today. Have a great rest of your week, and I will see you in the next video. Peace, Zack out.